Hi guys, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to fix that. Alright guys, so if you are watching this video, you're probably watching it because you have a Mercury 50 horsepower outboard motor and it's not charging. I took this thing out because I got this boat about 4 months ago. I went out to the lake planning a 4-day trip out on the water, and I went out. First day was great. The second day I was already across the lake on an island, went to start the boat and it wouldn't start because the battery was completely dead. So I did end up getting it to pull start and fire up, and I was driving the boat around and it wasn't charging. So it turns out the charging system has completely gone out. It's not charging at all. No voltage is coming out at all. Or it's just not charging enough, or it's just not sending power to it. I didn't actually have a voltage tester, but this is usually a very common thing in these outboard motors because, well, the part in there is called a rectifier. Now the rectifier is used, I'm pretty sure that the rectifier is just like a voltage regulator on a car, and it's pretty easy to tell if they're bad, but it is only like a $10 part, so I just bought a new one of those. There's only 2 things that really can go wrong, well 3. The battery can be dead, the wires can be bad, or the rectifier can be bad. Battery's brand new, wires are probably fine, so I'm just gonna go with that the rectifier is bad. It's one of the cheaper parts to change. The other thing that can be bad is it's on the flywheel. It's called a sater, and that's what actually generates the charge. So hopefully that's not it, because that's a little bit more expensive to repair. I'm willing to bet it is the rectifier because they just go bad in these. They get hot from running the boat or whatever at low RPM. You know, these things get hot. There's not a whole lot of airflow in here per se. The only thing that actually cools it is the water pump, or whatever they call them, impellers, and they're built in somewhere inside there. I will change that at some point. It was changed before I got it, so we need to get this front cover off. We gotta drop the motor down. We gotta get that taken out, and I'll show you guys exactly what's going on with that. I've got to tell you guys, going out on the lake where I go is pretty remote in the middle of nowhere. I get no cell service or anything like that. So when I went out there and I was broke down, that was no fun at all. It was pretty rough. I got it back to the dock. I didn't shut it off. I just went and got the truck, pulled it up, and that was it. It was one of the worst trips I've ever had. I only caught a few fish too, so that didn't make it any better. So now that we got the motor dropped, we'll go ahead now and take the front cover off, and I'll show you where the rectifier is at. Get it? So yeah, you got to take this front cover off. You just twist this little knob, wiggle it out of there. Then you got to lift this up, undo the hook, and kind of hard to do with one hand. That gets that cover off right there. We'll just set that down over here. There we go. Alright, harnessing the power of the sun itself. Now to do it, you're going to use one of these lights. Just make sure you don't touch it. That's why these guards are here, because that is enough to char your skin and burn you right to the bone. So that is your rectifier right there. And I gotta tell you, I'm looking at it right now and I can see why it's failed. It's all got this crud that's chipping off of it. It definitely does not look to be in good shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the new one looks like. Yeah, that's trash. Okay, so this is the new rectifier. Hopefully it's the right part. Everybody says you can just use this one, but we'll see. Pretty much a $10 part. This is a there was the $10 one, there was a $20 one, and they were made by the same company, so I just got the $10 one. I did buy an extra one. It's in the glove box of the boat just in case this ever happens again. So pretty much you can see you have two positive terminals, sorry about that, on the top of your, well, they almost look like X's, but they're positive. So you have 2 positives, which is the top of the rectifier. You can remember that. These right here, I'm pretty sure this takes voltage from the motor, puts it right here, and this will kind of convert voltages or whatever it does. It's magic, pretty much. It's worse and worse, guys. The wiring is so corroded in here that it's brittle. There's so much corrosion in it. We're gonna have to probably change that wire, which is never fun, but we can do it, I suppose. 9 mil? Oh no, it's 10 mil. No. Well, ain't that something? After fighting with it, my 10 mil socket is not really a 10 mil socket. Ain't that my luck? Oh, that. All right, it's loose. I should be able to just kind of pivot this right on out. Oh, that wire. Wow. Well, Yeah, both of them go in that little sleeve. Alright guys, I gotta do my worst fear. I gotta pull the flywheel off, so definitely out of timing now. Let's see. Alright guys, so yeah, you do actually have to pull off this right here to get the flywheel off. I did leave a mark with a Sharpie, leave a mark there, and I left a mark at the top of the engine right here, so I know where to put the flywheel back. I'm gonna go ahead now and try to remove the stator, and we're gonna see if we can get that wiring replaced. Honestly, wow, just look at this. And the amount of time I just moved it, that's all the corrosion that's coming out. I mean, there's not even anything left in there at this point. I did rewire the stator, cut the corroded wires pretty much right at the end there. They weren't looking too bad, so we'll see if that's gonna help it. Ran the new wires to the new rectifier, so we'll see if that fixes it. I did end up putting this all back on, so we're gonna go put the flywheel back on. And now we gotta line up our line, which is right there with that bolt, and that'll put us in the same exact part we were at earlier. Boom. Okay, we got it all put back together except for the covers. Spark plug's back in, flywheel's back on, which wasn't actually that big of a deal. I think anybody can do it. Everything seems okay, so we'll see if that's charging tomorrow, because it is pitch black outside now. So this would be your guys' worst case scenario. You have a bad charging system, you change this, it fixes it. Hopefully that is what it is. Worst case, you have to change this too. So I didn't look at it, I really should have, but I'm hoping that was only the issue I've had with it. But we got it all bolted back together. Hopefully that'll work. We got new wiring on it. I'm praying that it works, guys. So I'll check back with you in the morning and we'll see how this works. New day, new energy. Last night was a debacle of epic proportions. I had to remove 2 rotten wires, I had to take the flywheel off, which I didn't want to do. I had to do so much stuff I did not want to do, but I did it just so that way we can take this to the lake this Thursday. My new stator should come in the mail on Friday. So let's hope today that this thing is charging and those wires were just so corroded, or maybe they were working even though they were corroded, right? Who knows? Alright, well, we're going to put the muffs on it and we'll start it up. Muffs are on and it has got water going through it. I got it on full blast, so we are all set to fire this thing. Okay, it's charging, it looks like, so now we're going to give it some RPM. So we should see about 13 volts right here. Yep, 13.2, 13.9. It's charging. Guys, it's working. I seriously thought it wasn't going to work. I'm so happy it is. I mean, it's only, what, like 10:30 in the morning, and I'm already considering having a beer to celebrate. That is, what time is it? 10:47, so yeah. I'm not going to, I'm not an alcoholic, but either that means it wasn't the corroded wires, or it was the rectifier, or it was the rectifier and it wasn't the corroded wires, or it was both, who knows. I mean, I changed the wires, everything seems fine. We're going to go ahead and take that cover off, make sure those wires aren't bouncing up, hitting the flywheel before we really take it out on the lake. but I am so excited it's charging. I can't wait to go out to the lake. So thank you for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.